Well, I've been waiting to make this video. Well, as you guys are probably aware, I'm currently a free agent in the Rocket Rivals League. If you don't know what Rocket Rivals is, I have two videos on the topic. It's basically a league of, it's basically RLCS, but with champ players, basically, essentially. I'll explain it like that. That's the simplest way I can. Now, I used to be on a team called G23 Esports, and I was removed from that roster after the first week of competition due to my poor mentality. As it was my first time competing competitively, I kind of took this as an opportunity to improve myself and be given another chance. And I took it seriously because I really want this next team that I play for to not regret their decision to pick me up. And I know that they won't because of how much work that I have put in and how much work that I am going to put in. But who is it that wants me, and who do I want to play for? Over my free agency, I've talked with lots of different teams. Tried out for 3 teams in total and was offered some other positions on other teams. Some were longer than others in terms of tryout time, and I definitely clicked with some players more than others. But in my experience, what I picked up from these 3 teams were very interesting. So the first team that I tried out for was ESK, or the Eastern Shark Kings. These guys wanted to make a dynasty with another free agent who went by the name of Moodog. Now, Moodog was an interesting character because he was actually sandbagging his rank, unknowingly to me, and staying below GC so that he could actually play with us. But eventually, he just said, man, fuck it. I'm hitting GC. And then hit GC, called the league garbage, and then left. The ESK group chat, that is. So, there was already so many problems with this, but to make it even worse, this team's team captain doesn't even want to be there anymore, and is wanting to give up the reins to the team captain title to someone else and be traded to a different team. Not only this, but he has a good reason to. There are members on this squad who just don't show up sometimes. Just don't show up to games, don't want to play ever, and they've had to forfeit tons of matches and even force Need Boost to do a 2v2 because one of their team members did not show up. Now, obviously, because of all these problems, I was offered a starting position if I were to join. But with all these adding up, there's just no way I could play for this team. I'd get too frustrated, that's all. Now, the second team that I tried out for was a bit of a surprising one, Velocity Gaming, led by the man, the owner of the league himself, Fallen Realms. Now, I thought that this tryout originally was just a joke to like, ah ha ha ha, we can, play with this kid, and, he makes mistakes, we call him out on it and stuff. I thought it was just a joke to get a laugh out of me, but no, they were serious. This was a genuine tryout, and it ended up being one of the most fun experiences I've ever had playing this game. I really clicked with Fallen and Noah in terms of humor. We laughed a lot, we made a lot of funny jokes, we just had a great time all together. And even though it was our first time ever playing together, we still did very well in ranked and stuff. And Fallen originally liked my performance in a scrim that I was in versus Velocity, and I believe he's still considering picking me up at the moment. Currently, this is my number one choice because I love these guys' mentality, I love their humor, I love just the atmosphere that they bring whenever we're playing. It's just a nice setting. And I don't know if it has something to do with, Fallen playing actual collegiate Rocket League, or it's just professionalism, but it's really fun to play with these guys. I can't really say anything more. I love being able to talk about whatever, RLCS, whatever, crack jokes, make some funny plays, and also fucking peak, make some great plays happen. And I like these guys' mentality because it's very similar to Team 7. Basically, they just don't accept the fact that they can lose. They want to just always go into every game saying that they can win it, and they honestly have a right to because they brought BDG to a Game 5. But aside from that, their mentality is great, and it's really fitting what I've been striving for these last few weeks while I've been sitting on the sidelines watching. And that's just something that I'm looking for in a team. The only thing stopping Velocity from being a top 5 team in the league is their consistency, which Fallen is aware of himself. It's just their consistency is so weird. They'll take the best team in the league to a Game 5, and then the lowest team will take them to a game 5. Like, what is that? But hopefully I can help them with this if I get a spot on this team. Whether it's a starting position, which I want, or a 4th, I'm not really sure yet, nor am I even sure that this is going to happen, but I will say I do want this to happen. Now, the last team that I did a tryout for was Need Boost, and this one was also pretty funny. These guys can crack some jokes. I will say that. When I did do this tryout, they were also trying out another person who was a Champ 3 peak, 1 rank above me. And to add on, I was also on 700 to 800 ping this entire scrim that we did, and couldn't play the game. So after restarting my router and playing some games with Nexus and Jerry in a 3s tournament, we did pretty good. We got, I think, 2nd place or 4th place in that tournament. I don't know. Nexus told me that I did well, and even messaged me asking, what would be your likelihood to join Need Boost if I were to offer you a spot? So I'm pretty sure that means that he wants me, but I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if I would start on Need Boost just because Kenji's better than me. You've got Jerry and Nexus. That's just a deadly 3-man. And you also have Secret, who can make some clutch plays happen sometimes. But it's a huge coin toss on whether this team is going to play good or not, just because this team is trolly as hell. This team is filled to the brim with, it's taken the comedy aspect to a whole new level. Whether it's Jerry saying some dumb shit or Secret literally doing circles inside of his own fucking net during a scrim, I don't know if this team is going to be the right fit for me in terms of mentality and their desire to perform well. I know that Nexus really wants to perform well. He's expressed this to me a lot. And I love Nexus. I love you, man. But from what I've experienced, it wasn't great from the whole team. And it's really a whole team effort that makes that mentality come true. Can't just have one person who's like, yeah, we want to win, and then the other people being like, man, I don't really give a fuck. But I'm still optimistic about Need Boost. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I was given some offers on other positions. One of these, or the most notable one, was I got offered to be a manager on Mechanical Musties. Now, basically what this means is I'm just going to organize scrims, do most of the stuff for teams, or for the team in terms of, making content for their Instagram page or a YouTube page, some highlight stuff, organizing events, scrims, and even coaching at some points. Now, I had never done this before, and this was definitely a unique offer, and I will say I definitely have been considering it, but honestly, for me, I want to be able to make a difference on and off the field. And I feel like as a manager, I'll mainly go unrecognized with my efforts, and not only that, it's mainly off the field stuff I'll be dealing with, making content, organizing scrims. But if I am a player, which is what I want to do, even if I'm not the greatest at it, it's still something I want to do. It'll still be a great learning experience either way, but I'm not really sure about that. Hopefully, I can have some fun with the Mech Musty boys, but if not, I don't know. I'm still thinking about if I want to take that offer up or not, as I am with most of these teams. So what exactly does this mean anyways? Where am I going to go? Or more importantly, where do I want to go? The thing is, I've wanted to play on a team that has the mentality of Velocity and Team 7 for so long. This entire season. It's what I strive to create on G23. But, obviously, that didn't work out. Now, I think this is definitely the most far-fetched one, because Velocity is a really good team, and they have really good talent on there. Obviously, I want to start, but that's even more far-fetched, because I'm only a Champ 2, I am getting up there to Champ 3 a little bit, but it's still tough to put me above other people who deserve that spot, like Noah and KT. Now, Fallen said he did want to base this team all around him and Chops as a duo, and then have a third man that really clicks with them. Hopefully, I can be that third man, because obviously they're looking for one if they're, making these tryouts and everything. But honestly, I haven't played with Chops before. I still need to do that and see how I fit with their duo. I need to keep grinding because this team is very good, and honestly, whatever it takes is what I'm willing to do. I'm a player that wants to prove something. I wanted to prove that we were underdogs when I was on G23. Even though I failed, I want to take the extra step. I want to make a difference. And if it means that I need to grind for super long times just to prove my worth to be on her roster like Velocities, then I'll be on the field. You're damn right I'll be on that field. All I want to say is good luck to everyone in Major 1. I hope everyone does great, has a great time, and thank you for watching this video. And no matter what, I promise you that the team that I play for will not be disappointed with their decision by picking me up. I will see you guys at the trade window when I announce what team I will be joining. Goodbye.